The 6th console generation was a weird time for Nintendo. While their main competition Sony was busy making the best-selling game console on the planet, Nintendo was busy playing catch-up with the game storage formats to fight an uphill battle against piracy. They were losing market share fast and needed a way to stand out, so they really just started mixing legacy franchises together with wacky twists. Luigi started fighting ghosts, Mario got a water jetpack, Mario Kart got 2 people per cart. Nintendo was willing to try anything if it meant getting them a killer app for the GameCube. And one such game was Kirby Air Ride, a game that brought Kirby into the realm of racing. Before we get into Kirby Air Ride, remember to like and subscribe. It's free and it helps out the channel a ton. But without further ado, let's get into Kirby Air Ride. Kirby Air Ride comes from a similar school of design as other HAL Laboratory projects, specifically other Kirby games and Super Smash Bros., being that it's a simplified version of the genre that it comes from. And while it's easy to pick up and play for newcomers, it provides depth for people who want to stick around and play more of it. The game is controlled with only the stick and one button. Stick steers and the button brakes. Character automatically goes forward. By braking, you charge up a boost that thrusts you forward when released. Controls of the game are simple and very easy to understand. The game is also very forgiving. You hit the wall, you'll just bounce off it without losing much speed, and on turns with no guardrails, you'll still bounce off as if there was a wall there. Tracks themselves don't provide a lot of difficulty. The main source of challenge comes from your opponents and their attacks. Track is littered with enemies that you can inhale and shoot at your opponents. Some of the enemies, however, grant you power-ups based on the Kirby franchise. These power-ups will also allow you to attack your opponents. Track themes are fun, however some of them are very long, although in the race settings you can change the amount of laps you have to take. When you go off a ramp you can glide, which adds verticality to the tracks. Gliding strategically can save you time, or even allow you to dodge your opponents. A whole bunch of vehicles with different effects. Some of them are as tame as giving you extra airspeed while reducing your ground speed. Some of them are as wild as allowing you to brake immediately, at the cost of not being able to turn when not braking. Overall, the game is really fun, both with friends and by yourself. Also a large checklist full of achievements that'll unlock you new carts and Kirby colors. This was only the first mode, Air Ride. There's 2 more modes. Top Ride is a heavily stripped down version of Air Ride played from an isometric perspective. It's a fun little distraction, but definitely the weakest mode in the game. And then there's City Trials, probably the most popular mode in this game. City Trial is a mode where you and your opponents are placed on a giant city hub world. You drive around the hub world, finding new carts and upgrades as you go. The upgrades will boost all kinds of stats, like top speed, handling, defense, or even max health. At the end, everyone's upgraded carts will compete in a randomized event. It's a unique concept, and it's executed very well. There's a lot of high intensity trying to get upgrades faster than your opponents. City Trial is definitely the best mode in Kirby Air Ride, and the reason people still talk about it to this day. With Nintendo recently getting more experimental with games like Super Mario Wonder, there's a chance Kirby Air Ride might get a sequel. I think a sequel, or even a remaster, would be deserved, as this game deserves a wider audience. Even if just City Trial is brought back as a side mode in some other Nintendo racing project, that would be very nice. Despite Nintendo's tireless efforts, nothing gave the GameCube any sticking power in consumers' minds. The GameCube would go on to become one of the worst-selling Nintendo consoles of all time, only being beaten by the Wii U and Virtual Boy. It's a shame that games like Kirby Air Ride, with so much creativity poured into them, floundered due to being stuck on a system like the GameCube, which is why GameCube re-releases are so important, because a wide audience would never have experienced some of these amazing games. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door recently got re-released, so maybe something similar could happen with Kirby Air Ride. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. If you liked the video, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.